I can't.
You're literally gonna marry her daughter. That's so gross. What?
Hey guys, welcome back to Lifestyle of the Plebe and Nameless. I'm Joan.
And I'm Coco. And this is funny. Say hi.
Man, episode 6.
I'll be honest, this is not my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I felt like it was super intense.
I think it fell short.
Fell short of
me.
your expectations.
It's not expectations, I just think it was not necessary to have such a long episode of will they, won't they.
If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button.
And ring that notification bell so you know when we do new uploads.
The episode begins with the queen making the wedding preparations at her palace.
She was so funny. She was just flicking things off that she didn't want to be there.
And then did you see the peacock? They had a peacock at a wedding. What? The footman was like, oh, we're going to have fireworks. And I'm like, in broad daylight? Fireworks?
Yeah, that didn't make sense. It's not as pretty. The queen wanted to plant false rumors to catch Lady Whistledown.
Oh, yes.
Brimsley was like, that's a great idea. She's like, yes, that's why I came up with it.
The Sharmas are giving Edwina the pre-wedding ceremony, the haldi ceremony, and it looked really nice. They were giving her like a facial.
Like a full body facial.
And then on the other side, the Bridgertons, the guys are just playing pool and drinking.
I guess that's their version of the bachelor party.
The brothers are so ready for Anthony to get married so that he would quit complaining about his duties.
Benedict was like, oh god, there's gonna be a tiny Anthony complaining about his tiny duties one day. I'm ready for tiny Anthony.
So the whole town is getting ready for the wedding day. Lady Featherington was telling Cousin Jack that, we're gonna have Prudence show off her necklace. She's gonna draw the attention to everyone. And then she's gonna direct all of the guys to you to get your business.
And then the Lord, he was flirting with her. What? That was not a storyline I saw coming.
It was so unexpected.
He likes him a woman in control.
And Varley just coughs whenever she hears
He's
that.
like, oh my god. I was just like, really? This is where we're going with this?
I can't.
You're literally gonna marry her daughter. So gross. What?
Poor Prudence, man.
I don't think Prudence cares. She doesn't care for him. She just wants to have the wedding and the attention.
We see Daphne giving Anthony her final words.
Okay, first of all, it was so weird that the Duke was not there. Like, I know the actor is not in this season, but they didn't even say why the Duke is not there. It just didn't make sense to me.
But would it be even weird if they put, like, a whole different person in there?
No, like, don't put a different person, but at least acknowledge it. Or they didn't even say where he was. He just was not there. And honestly, I feel like this season, like, Anthony would have navigated this whole Kate and Edwina triangle a lot better if the Duke was there to give his input. Because he won't listen to Daphne.
Yeah.
I think he would listen to someone he sees as a peer.
And then his brothers are too young to understand the issues.
Exactly.
But Daphne tells Anthony that you have a choice to make. And you should fight for the family that you want.
I feel like Daphne was the one with all the common sense.
Basically, nobody's asking you to do this for us. We just want you to be happy. Like, nobody asked you to be miserable.
Exactly. He just put himself there. He put himself in that box.
And all of us are just like, it's your choice.
Yeah, I'm here like, you're so stupid. Like, why can't you just marry Kate? And Benedict and Colin, they were hungover from the night before. And they just decide to just drink throughout the entire wedding. They just carry their flask the whole time. Like, let me just keep drinking. I'll just be drunk.
The wedding song is Sign of the Times, and it just starts playing whenever we see Kate walking in through the doors and Anthony just looking at her. That song is so savage for a wedding.
It's like a funeral song.
I feel like it's a song like Kate is singing to Anthony. Like, look at you.
This show and the music. Perfection.
I felt like it was so funny that the queen got a front seat.
She's the queen. Where do you want her to sit? This is her palace.
She's so up close to it, looking
Yeah.
at the ceremony. So we come to the part where they have to say the vows to each other, and Anthony just can't help but look at Kate, and Kate just like avoids his eyes. She's just looking straight ahead.
Was she looking straight ahead? I just assumed she was looking at him.
Really? No, if she was looking at him, she would look into the camera, but her eyes wasn't looking at the camera.
Oh, okay.
And then Anthony, he imagines Kate in Edwina's place.
That was so messed up.
I know.
Like, dude, okay, you need to not go through with this.
And Kate is just super nervous and like fumbling with her bangles, and then it drops. And whenever that dropped, it's like the whole world went silent. I felt like the bangles represented Anthony. Because in the beginning, she tried to give it to Edwina, and Edwina's like, no, like, it's yours, you should have it.
Oh,
So in that sense, it's like her telling Kate that you should take what's yours.
She doesn't actually say it that nicely later.
Oh yeah, she doesn't. If Edwina didn't give the bangles back to Kate, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, you're right.
And Edwina notices the way Anthony looks at Kate.
Finally, poor girl.
And she's just like,
She has this huge epiphany. I need a moment. And then the fireworks go off. And I'm like, oh man. All that work, all that hard work just wasted. Nobody even saw a lick of the fireworks. Poor Brimsley. Kate runs to talk to Edwina. And Edwina point blank asks her, do you love him? And she freezes and could not answer the question. Because she loves her some Anthony.
and she keeps on saying that there's nothing between me and Anthony. Like, I am only here to ensure your happiness.
No, there's clearly something in between y'all if you cannot answer that question. It was a basic yes or no.
And I hate that she keeps on mentioning, I am here to ensure you're happy. Like, it's all about you, nothing about me. That reminds me of Anthony saying the same thing to his siblings. Like, it's so annoying.
It is so annoying with the two of them. That's one of the things that got me so mad about this episode.
They're both idealizing their own sacrifices.
They're both stuck in their own little box. And they can't get out of it for whatever reason. And they're the only ones keeping themselves in.
But poor Kate, like, her refuge was a closet. Like, she had to go hide in a closet.
That's fine. It was a big closet. It's like the size of a room.
Edwina tells Anthony that, like, she needs time to think through this. She says that, I know how big of a scandal it will be if this wedding doesn't go down, but that is not going to stop me from, like, taking my time to think this through. Like, it's not going to push me to, like, say yes to this wedding. I'm actually proud of her for that moment. Like, she's not going to give in to all the pressure that's around her.
She shouldn't.
And she asked him, like, do you love me? Like, why do you want to get married with me? He was very careful with his words.
He says, because of our places.
I understand you.
Those were the wrong words to get her to the altar. The second you don't say yes to that question, no, that's it. Wrong answer, dude.
And the queen was so upset. She's like, this is ruining my plans to get Lady Whistledown.
And she blames it all on Lady Danbury. Like, you know, this is your fault. You're the one that pushed me to name her as the diamond. So you gotta go fix it.
Lady Danbury's like, I actually don't know how to do this.
I thought it was very wise of her to not go run to Edwina and try to go talk sense into her. Because she knows this is not her place. Only Edwina can make up her own mind.
And even Lady Bridgerton thinks the same. Because later on, they were looking out the window.
When they were making up.
Yes.
Because they were on the outs with each other from the whole Sheffield dinner.
They just start giggling about this whole situation. Like,
that was so funny.
All of this is going down the
I was thinking the guard standing out in the hall. Like, what could he be thinking about them at the moment? Like, just these two ladies cackling.
While everyone's waiting for this whole situation to be resolved, they're having their time out in the gardens.
And Prudence with the statue, like, the whole time, girl.
I didn't realize it was a real person.
Yeah, it's a living statue. They have those in Vegas, but this was like a novelty back then, I guess. So Prudence was very intrigued. She just kept copying it.
Eloise and Penn, they sort of make up, or we understand that Eloise, she's not trying to, like, hide. And then we realize that Penn's actually worried about her because she's worried that there's more going on between them, more than friendship. And she's worried about the scandal that might happen, like what happened to Mary marrying below her class.
Oh, okay. Because at first, before the wedding started, she asked the modiste, do you know anything about Theo? And I was worried that if Theo ever saw Pen, would he recognize her? And that would blow her cover as Lady Whistledown. That's what I was wondering. It was so cute seeing Eloise getting flustered talking about a guy. She's come such a long way. I didn't think she would be in such a position. But hey, when you meet someone who could be the one, that's how you get. And she asked Pen, like, have you ever felt this way? And Pen was like, oh, no, I have not. But you know she has.
Yes.
Poor girl.
For Colin.
I don't see how Eloise all these years has not recognized the Pen and Colin thing going on.
She's like, oh, it's so annoying. Like, when all the details are there, but you still can't figure out if he likes you or not.
And she runs off to Theo and asks him, like, do you have thoughts about me? It was so adorable when he goes and grabs his books and hands it to her, like, yes, I would love your thoughts on this.
And I love how they, like, have thoughts for each other in the same way. They're so compatible. But we saw that her footman was following her.
I was so worried for her. So now they're gonna think that she's Lady Whistledown. Oh no. But how could she be? Because the queen knows that last season, Eloise was the one trying to find out who Lady Whistledown is.
Right.
So why would you be trying to find out yourself?
Unless the queen thinks that was just a cover.
That would be a brilliant cover, actually.
Lady Featherington grabs Lord Featherington and they talk in private again about their scheme.
Oh no.
Cousin Jack starts flirting with Lady Featherington again.
No, this is all wrong.
And then this time Lady Featherington was like, oh.
She's
okay.
starting to notice it.
And she was like okay with it.
Like, is she just gonna steal him from Prudence? Like, never mind, Prudence, this wedding's not going on. We're gonna call it off. And Prudence would be like, why, Mom? And then Mom says,
it's gonna be for me.
I'm taking him. How is this gonna go? For Prudence. And Ben, can you imagine? What is she gonna write in the papers?
Like, how is she supposed to protect her family now?
How is she gonna spin this?
In the palace, Edwina shows up to talk to the queen about her decision.
And the king walks in.
Because he got disturbed by the fireworks.
And that was such a touching moment when Edwina talks to the king. I thought it was really great how Edwina didn't see the king as someone with a disability. She just saw the love that he had for the queen.
And that made an impression on the queen. That allowed the queen to kind of like put away her pride to make sure the wedding goes through. And she gives her the okay that you need to make your own choice because it is love that we're talking about. The most important choice you're going to make.
So Edwina finally makes up her mind. And I was just thinking, God, girl, about time. All these signs. Him not saying he loved you. Your sister not saying that she doesn't love him. It was the queen's conversation that finally got her.
And she sends word to both Kate and Anthony. They both show up looking confused. And then in walks Edwina. And she, like, literally tells him, Anthony, you can't provide me with what I want. And I'm like, girl, your sister told you that, like, right from the beginning.
Exactly. You're the one that keeps wanting him.
She tells her sister that it's enough. Like, I'm not your puppet anymore. Like, I'm gonna make my own decisions now. And I was just like, go, girl. You go, girl.
So then Anthony and Kate gets left alone at the chapel. And they finally share a kiss.
Yes. A very passionate one.
Finally.
Kate goes for him first.
I was surprised.
Yes.
She was like, I'm gonna go get it because I'm telling him bye and this is gonna be my goodbye kiss. That was a good kiss.
It was a good kiss. It was
And
so
on,
passionate.
and on and on.
So many circles. So many rotations. I mean, Anthony has to come to his senses now, right? Because he's lost the wedding.
Well, now he got a little taste of Kate. He's gonna want more.
I don't know, like, what's gonna happen next. Like, how people would see the Kate and Anthony situation.
I think it's gonna be whatever Lady Whistledown ends up printing about that.
At the very end, the classical rendition was What About Us from Pink.
So it's about another Kate and Anthony song.
Yes.
Yeah, what about you two, Kate and Anthony?
What about us?
We're coming down to the wire. There's only 2 more episodes left. And you know, I know there are books in this series, and I haven't read it yet. I wanted to wait till I finished the season to read the books, because I didn't want to be spoiled or anything. So I hope the books handle the situation way better, because I didn't like this episode. It was too agonizing.
If you stay with us this far, please leave us a fireworks emoji.
Those poor fireworks that nobody got to see.
If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up.
If you're new here, welcome. And we would love for you to join the PLEB family by hitting that subscribe button to get more videos from us.
And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates.
And you can find us on Instagram at PLEB and Nameless. We have lots of exclusive content for you there.
See you guys next time on
Lifestyle
of the Plebe and Nameless. Bye!